Hi, my fellow queens. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you tuned in again. Today is Monday and it's Leora's Latest Looks Day. It is tutorial day. So if you're new here, thank you for joining. I'm so glad you're here. And for everybody else and for you new ones, I hope you will enjoy the tutorial. This look is coming up. This one and this one. It's a very quick and simple one today, but it sort of totally goes with my outfit, so I thought I'll just share that with you. I hope you'll like it, and we'll go straight into it. Hi, my friends. Again, it has been a week already. I can't believe it. It feels like it was yesterday I sat down to film the last tutorial. So anyway, a lot of stuff has happened in the last week, and I'm going to tell you right after the tutorial, but I know that some of my girls really just tune in for the tutorial, so let's start with that. So as always, I'm only wearing my shaper and my basic pashmina, and actually when I put that on before, I thought, wow, I should really go for this because I feel so French. I don't know, I feel like it's cool. I'm going to start with stuff falling down. Anyway, so we're starting with this one. As always, I'm backing up the color that I'm already wearing in my basic pashmina. And these are, I love these with these little, like, whatever this is called, nibbins. I love these kind of scarves because they add such a cute touch. It's not cool that you drop stuff, really. It's your job to hold my scarves. Anyways, so let's start. This one is like a rectangular scarf, and I'm putting that on an angle. I've mentioned that in one of my tutorials before, that when stuff hangs down in the end, it looks nicer when it's not straight, the end. Let me just explain that for people who are new, because there are a lot of new people around here. Okay, what I'm talking about is this. Okay, you can have it in the end hanging down like this. Okay, so this is already nice because it's not 100% straight, but you know, if you want to make it really nice, then I think it should be more like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm putting it on an angle when I'm wrapping it. So it ends up hanging down nice and more fluffy, sort of. Okay. So now let's put that on. And if you hear like a weird noise while I'm doing all of this, it's my necklace. Like, listen to this. It's really loud. So, and because it's right next to the microphone, I hope it doesn't bother anyone. Just when you hear it, then you know that's what it is. It's not my bones or something. Anyway, let's just put that on. Just tie one knot in the back. Sometimes, I don't know how you feel, but I have sometimes really, really cold hands, and it's so hard to tie knots. And I also feel that when I'm doing makeup, sometimes it feels hard to hold my brushes because my hands are freezing cold, even though it's in the middle of the summer. I don't know. So good. Okay, so that's what I did, like that. Just one knot, and that's it. So the ends, like I said, are hanging down nicely, like in a triangle, like this. It's gonna just look much nicer in the end. As you saw in the intro, I'm going today for that look with like 2 braids going down. So basically I need 3 strands hanging down on each side. I want to, though, add a little bit more volume, of course. So this step you do not have to do, okay? So I'm just adding 1 additional scarf on the top because I want to have like a tiny little bit more volume here. But if you don't want that, you don't have to do that step. So this I'm just, for now, placing right here, just so it's on, okay? And one knot in the back. So this is the one that I want to keep up here, and that will not be included in the braids that are going down. Zoom. And these two here, the very light green and the blue, are the ones that are going to be braided, okay? By the way, I love this green. I don't know if it shows up in the camera so well, but it's so, like, it's so vibrant and like, it puts you in a good mood. I don't know. Colors do that to me. They like, does it happen to you too, that you see a color and it gives you a good vibe? I have that all the time. Like, anyway, so now I'm just folding the scarf. And with these kinds of scarves, it's not so important that you, because they have like these fringes, it's not so important that you put it on an angle. Of course you can do that, because it always, I think, looks nicer. But because of the fringes, it already looks a little bit more loose and not so harsh. So it's not, you know, not so critical. So now basically I'm just trying to create a pattern or whatever, you know, whatever I want to like feature on my head, which color I want to emphasize. So that's what I'm going to do. And the blue one I'm also putting on an angle because it does not have fringes. So it hangs down like this and not straight. And as well, I'm putting this one on my head with one knot in the back. Okay, now basically it's like this from the back. I'm constantly getting stuck here. It's serious competition to my cactus. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this one out a little bit, basically just to, you know, repositioning it to what I want it to be, how much I want it to show, basically. Okay, and then because I have to sort of get rid of these, I'm pulling those up and just create a whatever pattern or whatever I want, or whatever you want. Just so it's colorful and, you know, a little bit more interesting. And what I also always like think, I want to break up, if there's like a big area of one color, I sort of feel like it's nice to break that up a little bit. So that's why I'm pulling it right through that blue, so it shows here and here, and instead of like going in the back, you know what I mean? Like, you could do that, you could do basically whatever you want. It's, you know, not a science, but for me, I think it looks nice to break up that big area of blue. And then I just tuck it in. With those little nibbins sticking out here, you see that? I look like a little bit like the Statue of Liberty or something. Oh, my friends, I'm in such a good mood today. I'm a bit silly, but like, forgive me, but it's I had a very rough week, so I just feel like I have to be loose a little bit and breathe. Breathe, girl. Okay, so I think that looks really nice and vibrant, and that's basically it. Now we just have to braid down these ones here. And we're going to be all done. So this is a really quick look. So here I'm just taking the longest one, which is a red one, and I'm holding on to the other two and wrapping it around once. And then I push it through itself, basically. Pull it tight. clean up a little bit those folds that are not where they're supposed to be. And that's it. And then we just do the other side. And then we'll be all done already. I want to go for the look that is having like both braids up in front, but now because my microphone is right here, I'm going to keep this to the back because it will brush over my microphone and you will be disturbed by that. Anyway, so I'm just braiding that down here. What you could do to pimp that look basically is that you mix it up in the sense that you from this one you could keep one strand hanging down and braid it, for example, here, and the other one you pull up and braid a different color here. You know what I mean? Like you could mix it up any way you want. Any way you want. Okay, that's totally up to you. For me today, I'm gonna go for this one because my outfit is seriously colorful, and I don't know, I don't feel the need to have an additional distraction for the eyes. It's already so much going on that I don't need to do that, but sometimes I do that for other outfits that I don't braid the two braids with the same colors. So it's all, you know, it's all out there, whatever you want to do. So now I'm just going to gently pull that here just so you see it. Okay. So cute. I mean, they're not even the same length really, but it doesn't matter. It's like, you know, it's all fine. Okay, so this is how it looks from the back. As always, I've not seen it, so I hope it looks okay. Okay, so I'm going to keep those here for now, but you know they're here. And this is my whole completed outfit, just so you see the whole thing from the front and from the back. So you see how I mixed it up, everything. And yeah, I love it. I'm totally for going for the vibrant colors today, very much, like more than usual even. So this was the quickest tutorial in the whole lifetime of my channel. Anyway, let's pull this back down because it belongs here. Okay. I need to tell you stuff. I so need to tell you stuff. But before we do that, I want to put on my perfume. And today it is the Tommy Girl from Tommy Hilfiger, because I finished my Lady Million that I showed you last time. So this is the next one in line. And I must say, it's not 100% me, honestly, because I fell into the trap, and I'm sure that happens to you too once in a while. I hope I'm not the only one. That is a typical case of being in the duty-free area at the airport, and you get like 3 perfumes for $100 or something like that, and you have 2 that you really wanted, and you need just 1 more. So that was that. That was the 1 more. It's not bad at all, but it is a little bit too fruity light for me, but fine. It's summer and, you know, whatever. And I am very, very strict in finishing my stuff. So that's what I'm going to use for probably the next month. Tommy Girl from Tommy Hilfiger. So I have big, big news to share. I'm not pregnant, but I know, because that's always like people writing to me. The second I wear something that is a little bit wide, they ask me if I'm pregnant. I don't know. Do I have to be pregnant after 7 kids? Really? I don't think so. Anyway, so last week was a insanely busy week. It was crazy. I couldn't catch a breath, and I don't know. It was crazy. But what I really wanted to say is, a week ago I had a big test in my makeup academy, and I had to bring models, and it was like all intense, and it was a 4 hour makeup application for 2 models. And that in itself has a story that I want to tell at some point, because it was amazing and very, very emotional and just a very beautiful story. But that is besides the point. I'm going to get back to that in a different video. But during that test, or at the end of that test, my teacher, and I don't know if you remember that once I told you that there was a teacher who said, in the very first lesson we had with her, she pointed me out, she singled me out and said, "You don't do makeup like Leora." And I was like really shocked, and it was hard for me to wrap my head around that for a couple days. And then I started to sort of push forward and try to connect with her, in the sense that I asked her for her advice, and I sent her pictures of my makeup looks every single day and asked her, is that okay, what can I do better, and whatever stuff like that. And we finally got the thing out of the way that she likes neutral makeup and I like colors, which doesn't show today, but I feel with that whole outfit, I did not want to have a very colorful makeup. Anyway, so we got that settled, and we agreed on having different opinions on that. And we did not need to mention that every single time I showed her a makeup look. So we could just focus on the technical side. And that has been such a good thing for me. Anyway, so in all of that, she saw my devotion to my studies and to makeup and to beauty and to all of that. And she came up to me at the end of that test, which, by the way, I passed as best in class. Yay. And she said, "Leora, I want to recommend you for a special, special course." And I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" And then she said, there is a very special course where different makeup schools from the whole country send their best students to audition for it. And there are only 14 places for the whole country. And it's a special course of 5 months, which is called Media Pro. And I want to recommend you for that. So very exciting. Okay, so I said, "Yay, thank you so much for the recommendation and everything." And I was very happy about it, but I didn't really 100% think that something would come out of it, or at least not so soon. And that was Sunday, a week ago. And a few days later, I got a phone call from the boss of my makeup academy. And she said, "Listen, your teacher has been talking to me, and we've been sitting down in our committee or whatever it is, and we've been talking about you. And we want to invite you for an interview and an audition." Okay, so when can you come? We want you to come today. And I said, "Listen, it's summer vacation and I have 7 kids at home. I cannot just drop everything. I'm sorry, I wish I could, but I can't. You have to give me at least a day to organize my life." So they said, "Okay, so when can you come tomorrow?" So I spoke with my husband and we tried to figure something out. I went there the day after, and I spent there 1.5 hours for an interview and an audition. And they basically said, "Okay, so you have to convince us that you're the perfect candidate, because there is one more spot available, the 14th spot. And we want to decide that today, because tomorrow we want to close the whole deal for that Media Pro program." I should mention what the Media Pro program is. It is basically for the up and coming makeup artists who will be dealing with movie stars, local movie stars, which is internationally, it's probably nothing, but it is the local high society. It is fashion shoots. It is television programs and productions. It's basically, if you are on that list, you are the one who will be booked. Like, you're on the top of the list of people who are being booked. And it's a huge opportunity, because In Israel, the market for makeup artists is saturated, and you need to really, really be good, or to really use your elbows in order to stand out and be someone and be booked and make a living, you know? But this is, it's huge, you know? This is where you make your connections. So if you want to go big and if you want to go far in the makeup business and in the beauty business, this is where you have to go. Okay, so they wanted me. And I said, listen, I have to talk with my husband first, because he was babysitting the 7 kids and I was in the audition. And I said, let me talk with him just for like 2 hours. I need to go home, put the kids to bed, and let me talk to my husband without someone interfering and interrupting. And let me get back to you. I will let you know before midnight. So we did that. We went home, we put the kids to bed, we sat down and talked, because it, of course, involves another big investment on our side. And it also involves me being homeless. Me being homeless. No, it involves me being home less. You know, I have to be out of the house more because it will be more studies. And so that's big. We'll have big photo shoots and stuff like that then going on. And the whole course is going to be for 5 months. It's going to start next January. And basically, I will finish my studies that I'm doing now in, I think, March or April. So that means there will be at least 2 months that I have to go parallel with my studies, and that will be very intense. But I said to him, this is my chance. This chance will not come around for me again. So we decided that I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it, and your girl is going to Media Pro, and this is amazing. And I'm just telling you this. I'm not like, I don't want to brag. It's really a blessing that has come into my life, and I'm just telling you this because it is really a blessing, and I want to thank God for this. Do you remember the video that I made just a little bit back? I think it was the video about what my autumn palette would look like, when I said I'm going to go big and I'm going to go far, and I invite all of that into my life. I think that's when things started to happen, you know? And I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to do the same thing. You don't have to do that about makeup. You can do it about whatever is your concern in your life. You need a bigger apartment. Say it. I will get that apartment, or I need a house with a garden, because whatever reason you have. Say it out loud, invite it into your life. Say it every single day till it becomes reality, because there is power in your words. You know, there is not only power in what you do and how you act and how you dress and all of these things. There is power in what you say. And for me personally, I always knew that there is power in what I'm saying. Also in the negative things, by the way. You know, if you say, wow, this is killing me, or this is so hard, and you know what? There is power in that too. So we always should be careful in what we're saying, and I have to learn that too. But the point I'm trying to make is invite the good things into your life by saying them out loud. So you can hear them, God can hear them, God knows what your concern is, what you're asking for, what your heart's desires are. And you know, stuff starts to happen. I've seen that massively in my life. Now, those last 2 weeks, stuff has been happening so fast that I feel like I can't keep up with it. And but in a good way. It's a very challenging way, but it's good. But I never thought that stuff like this would be possible for me. Even back then when I said it in the video, I meant what I said, but do you do you like, can you realize it in your mind really that stuff like this is actually happening like now? No. You know, I thought this is like far in the future. And yeah, so it's happening. And yeah, there is a lot of stuff in my life now that is happening. For example, Bobbi Brown Cosmetics has reached out to me, and um, there's no collaboration or nothing, but we've been in touch. And I can't believe that someone like me, who's sitting in her basement peacefully recording her YouTube videos, and it is not so much even about makeup anymore. You know, it's already like more about the styling and the I don't know, lifestyle, and makeup has become unfortunately such a small part because I don't know what's happening. It's like sort of on remote control right now, everything, but it's fine. Um, she has reached out to me and connected with me, and there's so much potential just in that. And I'm so excited about everything that's going on. And really, for the glory of God, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know. Anyway, so this is it for today. I hope you liked this mixture of everything. Leora's Looks is coming up. If you like my video, give it a like. If you're not subscribed, it's really, really about time you do, because we want you. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss my uploads. And I'm uploading every Monday for Leora's latest looks and wrapping tutorials, and every Thursday for either lifestyle or beauty or makeup or stuff like that. Anyway, next Thursday is the next segment for my weight loss story, and I have the feeling that there might be even a third one on the Thursday after, because my first installment was so long that it was insane to edit and insane to upload, and probably for you insane to watch. So maybe I'm going to split it down and make two more segments. So we shall see about that, but definitely the next segment is coming up on Thursday, which is my birthday. And I'm so glad that this segment of my actual weight loss is coming up on my birthday. It's sort of fitting, very personal and very me, you know. So this is how I'm going to celebrate my birthday with. And yeah, and this is it. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll come back. And I love you guys very, very much. So thank you for joining me every time here. And it's a very, very good place of personal growth for me. And I hope also for you to enjoy. And till we see each other again on Thursday. Love you. Hugs and kisses. Bye.